All right. Good morning, Chairwoman Villio, and good morning, committee members. HB 220 would implement what is known as a child protection law. In Louisiana, it's a common-sense, evidence-based step toward reducing preventable tragedies involving our children and firearms. It's a simple bill. It creates a misdemeanor penalty if a loaded firearm is not securely stored. A child gains access to it, and that child either discharges the weapon or brings it into a public place like a school.
This December will make 14 years that my youngest child, Noah, left this earth. It was Christmas break, and I dropped him off at his friend's house for a sleepover. They were chatting with some classmates on FaceTime, and for whatever reason I still cannot understand, his friend picked up one of the 4 guns he had lying on his bedroom floor, pointed it at Noah's cheek, and pulled the trigger. They were horseplaying and being tough in front of girls online. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't murder. His words were, "I expected to hear it click, but there was a bullet in the chamber and my son died instantly." Why weren't those weapons locked up by his parents? Had they been locked up, I am sure the outcome would have been different. Who allows their child to keep unlocked guns in the bedroom, weapons that aren't even on safety? I just can't wrap my mind around that type of thinking. As parents, we are supposed to keep our children safe from harm. We put them in a car seat when they are babies. We keep medicine and cleaning supplies away from them as they get older. We ensure they wear a seatbelt in cars. But what about locking our guns? Well, if you're like me, you assume anyone who owns a weapon keeps it away from children. That's common sense, right? I mean, we try our absolute best to keep them safe in any other way that we can. Why would this be any different? The reality is not everyone is as safety conscious about their guns, and that was a horrendous lesson for me and my family to learn.
I appreciate those words. I'm sure Ms. Caraway does too, and all the other parents who've lost their children to this unfortunate way of living that we have here in the state. You heard Representative Willard in his opening statements when he said Louisiana ranks #1 as it relates to this type of accidental shooting. Did you not hear that?
I did hear that.
So
yes,
I appreciate you being at the table to speak on this issue. I will also appreciate when you speak with your members and explain to them the need for this bill.
But responsibility is responsibility, and I wish every person had it in their soul to be responsible with safety, but they don't.